Hello, what is up everybody? In today's video I have the best slasher builds in NBA 2K20. But if you guys haven't seen, we hit 40,000 subscribers. I'm going to put a tweet out on Twitter today, and you guys have to like it, and you'll be entered into the 4 Christmas code giveaway. 2 for Xbox, 2 for PlayStation. If you don't want the Christmas code, I'll give you the $20 USD into your PayPal or a gift card of your choosing. All you have to do to be entered is like that tweet on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Twitch, as well as be subscribed to this YouTube channel. But thank you guys so much for 40,000 subscribers. Let's get into the first build that I want to look at today. Now, the point guard position, you can either make this build is possibly the best build. It's my favorite build in the game, in my opinion. I love this build so much. You can basically do everything. You're an actual, just a god, basically. It's like, I'm going to show you how to make this build. Now, this build, as I said, it's really good. And it can do basically, you can dribble, you can drive, you can shoot, you can finish at the rim like ease. You can defend any position but bigs. If you're versing any bigs, you can't defend them. That's just what it is. You're a guard. It's hard to defend big people on the court. But we've got 88 speed off rip. Well, with +4 with a gym rat. I'm elite 2, so SS3 get that gym rat. Plus a little bit of stamina to you, so at 92 speed. Now the attributes I'm going to go with, I'm going to try to have like 16 finishing. Around about, I want to have like 18, maybe 16 to 18 shooting. With the playmaking, I don't really want that many playmakers. You don't really need that many playmaking, in my opinion, if you're a slasher. Because when you're a slasher, you want to be able to drive. You want to be able to drive anywhere, defend anywhere on the court except for the big man. Because the big man, obviously, as I said, interior defense on this game is horrendous. It's really non-existent for any player. 16 finishing, 18 shooting. Now, I put down my mid-range a little bit, only because I'm not going to be shooting that many meters with this player. This player is great for rec center, and it can also work for the 2v2s and the 3v3s, but I highly recommend using for rec center and 3v3 pro-am or just 3v3 normal. 2v2s, not so much, because you want to be able to shoot 3s, and actually, you could actually use it for every build, actually. What am I talking about? Now, we've got 16 finishing, 18 shooting, 14 playmaking, and I want to have as many defenses as I can, and I have 7 defensive on my build. Now, everyone that I go have a look at for the body shape, I have a toss-up between defined and burly or built, but I always go with defined. Now, I went 6'5". My opinion, I probably would remake this build to make it 6'4" if I could remake it again. But 6'5" is perfect for me because you can speed boost once you get a little bit of takeover at 99 overall. You could do any dribbling on the game if you want, but if you make it 6'4", you could do that at 98. So it's up to you guys. Now I want for that wingspan to have the best shooting and the best slashing for me, in my opinion. And we have built a floor spacing slasher. Now, floor spacing slasher, don't get me wrong, you can make an offensive threat, which is the 6'3" version of that build, or you can make the floor spacing slasher. It's the bigger, better version, in my opinion. That's what I have for the first build. Now, the second build, we have a shooting guard slasher. Now, this slasher, now it says the slasher name, okay? Now, people may think, oh, it's got the slasher name, it can't shoot, it can only drive. No, with this build, you can shoot, drive, you can do everything but dribble on this player because you're big. You can get contact dunks. Every build on this list, you can get pro alley-oop contact dunks and contact dunks on this player and everything you need. Like, look at that, 21 finishing. I want to go for the most shooting as I can. I don't want to have too little of the shooting because you are playing the shooting guard position with this build. The other build, you could play point guard or the shooting guard. It's up to you guys. But with this build, it's a perfect shooting guard position on the 3s. Or you want to play pro-am, you can play the shooting guard, small forward, and maybe even the power forward if you feel like it. We've got 21 finishing, 18 shooting. Now, I want to tell a little bit of toss-up with the playmaking. I don't want to have too much or too little playmaking because playmaking can be the difference for the build. Now, I've got 21 finishing, 18 shooting, 4 playmaking, and 5 defensive. I think that's an all-round good build because you are playing the shooting guard position. I went defined again, so I have them longer arms, and I still have the strength. Now, here, you can either 6'5" or 6'6". Now, I went 6'5", only because my driving dunk went down, and I don't want to wait till I'm 99 overall to have that driving dunk. So I went 6'5", which is perfect, because 6'5" is big. You know, you can play point guard. You can't really play. You can actually play point guard with this position if you know what you're doing. But I highly recommend putting this shooting guard position. The other build, you can play playmaking, point guard for whatever you want. Now, the wingspan, it doesn't really matter. Now, the wingspan, I went from the middle and went up to 1 or 2 above, maybe 3 above. It's up to you. I went 2 or 3. Now, it's up to you what you guys want to do. 2 or 3 is the perfect. Now, you can have any takeover. I go with the slashing because we're a slasher, and you can do anything, basically. You have the name slasher. Now, people might, when you're on the court, they don't look at your player card. They may think, hey, just a slasher who can't shoot. But nope. You got it right. He can do everything. Alright guys, next up we have the small forward slasher. Now, a lot of people don't really know how to make a small forward slasher in this game. I don't see many people running with small forwards, but my opinion is small forwards can do a lot, in my opinion. Not gonna lie to you. This player is a defending slasher, okay? Now, at the small forward position, you don't really need to shoot. Let's be real with yourself, okay? But with this build, I'll try to have the best strength, vertical, and speed with the excel as I can. Because remember, you're playing the small forward position, and a lot of people are looking for that small forward position. We can play the shooting guard on the 3v3s, or you can even play center on the 2v2s. It's perfect for the rec center, 3v3, or even prime 5v5 if you really want to. Now, I went with the max finishing badges that I could, which was 22. Now, I wanted to have the max defensive badges that I could as well, with having the most playmaking at the same time, because you don't want too less of playmaking or too much of defense. Obviously, it's not really too much defense, but the playmaking, I want to have more than one badge. My opinion, I want at least 4. Every build I have is minimum 3, maybe 4 for the minimum. Now, the mid-range, you don't need to shoot. You can put shooting on your build if you want to make it a slasher at the small forward. You can have a good mid-range, which is like a 66 as a shooter then, or even a 51 mid, 3-pointer, sorry. Now, 51 3-pointer, you can shoot with that. Don't make it wrong. But I wouldn't personally upgrade it until I just have stuff left over. Now, as you guys can see, I had 7 playmaking. Now, 7 playmaking, you're like, yeah, 7 playmaking is good. It may be a little bit too high. So I'm going to go 4 with this build and try to get another defensive badge if I can squeeze one out, which I can't. So I'm going to put 21 shooting and have that extra 1 to my mid-range. You have like a 39 mid-range, for instance. That is pretty good with a 90 vert, 78 excel, 83 speed with a 70 strength. Now, remember, plus 4 to every stat with Gym Rat. So you get a plus that. So 87 speed is incredible. With a 93 vertical, yeah. Now with this one, with the height, I went 6'7" because I don't want to lose too much vertical. Because you want to be able to dunk on people. Now 6'7" is huge. Not gonna lie. I know a lot of people go with the 6'9", but I'll personally go 6'7" because 2 inches isn't that big of a deal in this game, in my opinion. Now these builds are really, really good. Now the last build I'm going to show you in a second is actually really good. Now you can do a max wingspan, obviously, because you can't shoot, you can't dribble. It's also good that max wingspan. You're, look, a slashing lockdown glass cleaner. He names a slasher at the small forward position. That is the best small forward slasher. Now we're going to go with the center build or power forward / center build. Now with this build, you can make it 2 of which ways. You can make it an interior force or the interior finisher. Now the interior finisher you can shoot. But with the interior force, power forward, I'm pretty sure at the center interior force you can shoot. But with the power forward, you can't shoot unless you want to upgrade your midi to like a 60, which I feel obviously you can shoot 65, as you guys can see. I went with a pure playmaking, pure slashing takeover skill breakdown. Now with this one, I use this personally to get rep. This is the best rep build in the game. With the playmaking shot curator, with the slashing playmaker, with the pure playmaker, you get heaps of rep out of it. Now you can make it with the defending slashing, but I'm going to go with the pure slashing because basically to be able to dunk on anyone, no one can stop you in the paint. You don't really need that much speed either, because with the playmaking badges I'm going to show you, with the finishing badges as well, with the defensive, yeah, let me find out this build's a OP as hell build. Now look at it, I'm going to try to get the most finishing badges with the most playmaking, so I'm going to get 29 finishing with this build. The only reason is because I want to have an extra bit of playmaking, because you can't rock around with 1 playmaking, 1 shooting. You need to have a little bit of playmaking, because you want that gold quick first step. And you want the unpluckable bronze. You can even have downhill silver, downhill gold, have quick first step silver. You know, you can have mix it up, mix match. You want break start, you can put that on as well. It's up to you guys what you really want to do. And 12 defensive is solid with this build because you are a pure inside slashing god, basically. You can max set your mid range to the max you guys want to as well. But then the badge breakdown, remember, +3 to every stat. So you have a +4, so we have a 71 speed with a 99 strength on this build. Let me find out. Now I went to find again. Now 6'9" is one I went. No, I went a little bit taller because 6'9" you're a bit too small. Remember, you can't shoot. You want to be able to get contact dunks off rip, which is why you want to go 6'10". 89 driving dunk, you only need 85, but 89 will make sure you get them big bodies, man. This is the perfect rep build. I'm telling you. Max wingspan as well, because you are a big boy that can shoot. Not shoot, actually. You can just dunk on anyone, defend anyone. I can defend point guards with this position. Now you can choose any of them takeovers. See, you're a rim protecting, glass cleaning, playmaking slasher. That is a big build right there. That's the interior force. But they are the best slashing builds in NBA 2K20. If this video helped you out at all, you want to make any of these builds, tell me in the comments section down below. Enter the giveaway on Twitter. Leave a like, share, subscribe. We're at 40,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next one.